reduction. In terms of reduction, we are talking about the oxidation and the reduction. I think you all are understand what is this. Let's we do some more example to justify the redox reaction. For example, zinc oxide on treatment with carbon, it become Zn plus CO. What sort of information you got? Here zinc on reduction become zinc metal and carbon become carbon monoxide by addition of oxygen. This one is oxidation, this one is reduction, because ZnO loses its oxygen atom and become Zn. Some more example, manganese dioxide MnO2 on reaction with hydrochloric acid, it forms magnesium chloride, manganese chloride MnCl2 plus water plus chlorine gas. What sort of information you got? Oxygen loss, it means what? Reduction. In this case, oxygen gain, oxidation. So this is also a redox reaction because both the oxidation and reduction taking place simultaneously. In this reaction, ZnO plus C, carbon is oxidized to CO and ZnO is reduced to Zn. In this reaction, MnO2 is reduced, become MnCl2, and HCl is oxidized, become H2O. Because here I just want to add some more thing in the definition of oxidation and reduction. The addition of oxygen or any other more electronegative atom. So if we are talking about the electronegativity, oxygen is more negative than chlorine. So here chlorine, loss of chlorine but addition of oxygen. That's why it is oxidation. Mostly once a question asked, comment the following reaction is a redox reaction and identify the oxidizing and reducing agent, the substance that get oxidized, that get reduced in the reaction. So I'm just going to do some small exercise with that to understand the concept of redox reaction. Here it is. The question is, what sort of question is asked? Identify the substance that get oxidized or reduced in the following reaction. The question is in the following reaction. The first question is Na solid plus O2 gas, it's become Na2O solid. Second question is CuO solid plus H2 gas, it's become Cu solid plus H2O liquid. Comment the following reaction. The reaction is the substance oxidized or reduced. In this section, we have this is clearly seen that what happens in each case. Case 1, first reaction is Na solid on reaction with oxygen gas air become Na2O solid substance, 2 Na atom. This one become On balancing, it's become 4 and it's become 2 over here. Now the equation is balanced. What happens? Sodium atom get oxidized. Oxidation. What happened with this? This also get reduced. Yes, the above reaction is a redox reaction in which the substance oxidized is Na. The substance is O2. In the same way, in case of this, you have to try this on your own, because in this case, copper oxide get reduced to become this and this become this. So you may easily identify the substance that get oxidized, that get reduced during the course of reaction or the completion. You observed the effect of oxidation reaction in everyday life. Very frequently you observe the effect of oxidation reaction in our day-to-day life. You observed that the shiny surface of article object become dull or get cold, a reddish brownish layer deposited on that. The reddish brown powder deposited on a shiny surface of a metal. For example, an iron rod, shiny iron rod, left for a while, for few days. After that, it gets coated with a brown layer, which is called rust, and the process is called rusting. And why rusting taking place? Due to the oxidation of the iron metal. So this process, the deposition of oxide layer on the metal surface, is commonly called the rusting, and the process is rusting of iron. Not only in case of iron, it is observed also in case of gold, silver, copper, zinc, and so many. This is called the rusting. Rusting terms especially used for the iron metal. Okay. Corrosion cause damage of car bodies, bridge, iron railings, ship, and all the objects made up of metals, especially those of iron, because the rate of rusting of iron is faster than other metal. Corrosion of iron in a serious problem. Every day an enormous amount of money is spent to replace the damaged iron. So to check the corrosion or the damage, the way that is useful for the protection against the corrosion is clean the surface of metal and apply paint or varnish on it by applying paint. That's why metal object, iron gates, iron railings get painted to check the corrosion. Galvanization, electroplating, chrome plating is the way by which we may reduce the effect of corrosion or loss of the resources. The next topic today we are going to discuss is rancidity. What is rancidity? Rancidity. During the summer, when we cook food and after few hours, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, the taste of food get spoiled. Food becomes sour, tasteless. This process is called rancidity. Actually, damaging of food, spoilage of food. It is a aerial oxidation. Rancidity is a aerial oxidation because the food stuff get oxidized in presence of air and become rancid. The taste of food spoil, deform. Taste of food is deform. When fats or oil present in a food get oxidized, they become rancid and their smell and taste change. Usually, substances which prevent oxidation, termed as antioxidant, are added to food containing fats or oils to check the substance become rancid. The way by which we may prevent the rancidity is applying antioxidant substance, keeping food in airtight container, packing foodstuffs like potato chips and other, flush bag of chips with the gas of nitrogen, and by refrigeration. The food which contain oil or fats, if we refrigerate them, keep it at a low temperature, the oxidation rate, the rancidity rate become lower, and as a result we save the foodstuffs from rancidity. So basically rancidity is a spoilage of food due to aerial oxidation of oil and fats present in a food. Okay, this is the last topic of this chapter, chemical reaction and equation. I hope you all understand, and if you have any queries, kindly follow our channel and give comment in which section you find difficulties. I am ready to help you and give you the better information regarding that topic. Student, you have to go through the NCERT book, because after reading the lesson you got much comfort, much information from the NCERT. So please go through your NCERT book when you study at your home, and do NCERT internal and external questions so that you are able to answer all the questions of this chapter. Here I am giving you some interesting questions. You have to solve this. Why combination reaction is opposite of decomposition? Combination reaction is opposite of decomposition. Explain by giving suitable example. What does one mean by exothermic and endothermic reaction? Give example. Why respiration is called exothermic reaction? Explain with example. What is the difference between displacement and double displacement reaction? What do you mean by precipitation reaction? Yes, during the double displacement reaction or displacement reaction, we've learned that the precipitation, when lead nitrate reacted with potassium iodide, we have a PPT, yellow PPT, white PPT, brown PPT during the course of reaction. So kindly follow it. Why do we apply paint on iron articles? Why oil and fats containing food flush in nitrogen, flushed with nitrogen? And one more thing, in the redox reaction, oxidizing or reducing agent, along with that oxidant or oxidizing agent or reducing agent. So let me clear these things. It is oxidizing agent or reducing agent. So first of all, I'm just trying to make you comfort. You will just feel comfort and see the ZNO plus C, Zn plus CO. In this reaction, what happens? Zinc oxide reduced and carbon get oxidized. The substance that get oxidized is carbon. Oxidizing agent and reducing agent. The substance which helps in oxidation called oxidizing agent. The substance which helps in reduction called reducing agent. Here, carbon get oxidized due to ZNO. So ZNO become oxidizing agent. The substance which oxidize is reducing agent. So carbon is reducing agent. Keep these things in your mind. If a person helps you to opt a policy, it means that they are the policy agent. In the same way, the substance that helps in oxidation called oxidizing agent. The substance helps in reduction called reducing agent. Or you can say that the species that get oxidized during the course of reaction, that get oxidized, reducing agent, that get reduced, oxidizing agent. I hope you all understand the first chapter of science. Let's we meet in our next video, acid, base and salt. Till then, bye bye and ciao.